Namaste. Welcome to September.
And welcome to Tosa Blue Mountain Sanctuary. We are so overjoyed to be coming to you live from what is our new home and hoping to introduce it to you. We're going to talk about how you can do that at the end of the year. You know, Shri and I chose to sit here in kind of the heart of the center of Tosa Blue Mountain Sanctuary and wanted to first and foremost, if you're wondering what's going on right here, look at this gorgeous spiral. Isn't that amazing? We are not sure how old it is. The locals think it's about 2,500 years old, but this is one of the many petroglyphs that are actually up here on our mountain and carved by these amazing indigenous people that held this land as a sacred temple for so many thousands of years. This particular one, the reason we actually have it here and we keep it in this heart courtyard is because it was found when they were moving rocks away, and there it was. So who knows how many more are here to be discovered, and maybe you'll come and join us and help us discover them. But let's move on to September. And first and foremost, we want to, we just want to say thank you for your patience. As you know, we wound up moving in August. There were some challenges with internet issues, so we did not post a second video. We will be making up for that right now.
So, beloved ones, here we are entering into September, and we're kind of on that cusp of completing the most voracious part of the retrograde, and moving into
that August adventure. Wasn't it an adventure?
Yeah, moving into a resolution phase. And so, take a deep breath, and let's talk about the energies ahead.
Now, we of course want to mention that August really showed us the power and the intensity by kind of culminating the month with the Hurricane Harvey, and we send all of our love and prayers out to everyone and really invite all of us holding ascended presence to see the greater energies at work, because the energy of September 2017, you ready? It's restoration. Now, this is a powerful one. Take that in. It is the energy of restoration. And there is so much. We made notes because there is so much going on. We did not want to leave out anything. But it's important to recognize that the energy of restoration has a very broad swath of what that really means. And in this video, we're also going to offer you the 5 ascended steps to restoration that will really help you not only navigate September, but carry you through the rest of the Ascension portal. Remember, we are only in the 2nd year of the portal, right? 2015 through 2022. And this moment of restoration is a powerful opportunity. Because if you go Google it, you know, I have it all listed right here. Go Google the definition of restoration and click on more and watch it all. And don't you find it perfect? It's actually, we're getting this, the sun is out, but we're actually getting some little sprinkles, and I think that's part of restoration, don't you?
Absolutely. It is a blessing, and here in outside of Cuenca, Ecuador, where Blue Mountain's located, there's always a movement.
Yeah.
It's always moving. But I want to just invite you for a moment to step back and consider restoration has 2 faces, you might say. You can say, what is being restored? Because truly, health can be restored, but so can a corrupt organization be restored. Exactly.
You know, that's one of the definitions of restoration. It's also about restoring kingdoms, restoring the true throne.
Yes.
There's also lots of religious traditions have very individualized energies around what the restoration means, and September is carrying all that restoration energy. So from an ascended perspective, this is a wonderful moment because you are able to restore, to put everything together. If something's gone wrong for you, it should go right this month. It really will if you allow yourself to be in that presence. If something feels out of balance, then it will rebalance. But bear in mind that restoration is not exclusive to one aspect of the polarity. It's everything is going to start restoring. And as I mentioned, there are a lot of very powerful traditions around what restoration means. So you want to really take this month, and again, stay with us. We're going to be giving you 5 clear steps to harness the power of restoration, not only for September, but for the rest of the month. Because let's begin with the big one, right? Mercury restores September 5th.
So Mercury goes direct September 5th, which happens to coincide with
the full moon.
The full
we'll
moon
be in the energy.
in.
The full moon is the 6th, so take that in, guys. You'll be already in that full moon presence.
So where there is crisis, there's opportunity. Where there's opportunity,
there's crisis.
There could be crisis. So we're at this amazing moment, and I'm sure you felt the power of August and this churning and movement. And here we are entering into September, where we're going to be going even more forward, more direct.
Yeah.
Yet, will corruption also increase? Will weather patterns also
get more severe? Remember the restoration?
And so it doesn't just mean that all is lollipops and rainbows. What it means is that we're going to see a concretization of the forces that are at work. And you can use this to your advantage.
You can use this as part of the restoration. So remember, first big moment coming up in September is going to be September 5th when Mercury goes direct. However, Mercury, we will be in the shadow of Mercury until the 19th. Now, this is going to be a very visceral moment in September. I'm going to talk about September 23rd in a moment because there's just too much press going on that it's the end of the world. And so September 5th, Mercury goes direct, the first big restoration of the energy in the energy of the full moon. Then from September 6th through September 19th, as we're clearing the shadow of Mercury, lots of little things are going to come forward and start being in their moment of restoration. Here's what's so beautiful. We clear out September 19th, and guess what September 20th is? The new moon, right? So it's a time to restore your life even more. And this is why we're giving you these 5 steps, because if you actually apply the yoga of self-ascension and gift yourself with living a month through the art of ascended living, you will restore a greater balance of harmony, a greater sense of peace, love, and joy into your life and the lives of all those around you. So this is very powerful information.
Absolutely. And it seems that now more than ever, we are called upon to get clear in our intent, to anchor in our hearts so that our guidance is uncontaminated by the issues of worldly concerns.
Yeah.
Remember, guidance comes from up here. It comes from the wisdom that has the eagle's eye view.
Yeah.
The wisdom that is detached from worldly emotional reactivity. So if our hearts are open, we can have the capacity to act wisely. But as we move into fear, we tend to pull in the lower frequency energies, and thus our sacred capacity to co-create is colored by limitation and fear.
It's very much the spiral. It's another reason why we wanted to have this beautiful petroglyph right here, and it's really wonderful if you feel the energy of this carving and you feel the power. Are we spiraling up? Are we spiraling down? Or are we in a lateral movement? And this is part of that restoration energy. Now, remember, beloved ones, that September 23rd, there is just way too much press about it being the end of the world right now. Here's what's happening, is that, yes, there is an energy that is coming forward near the end of September, and all of September is going to be a month of divine witnessing. You're going to want to be in that restoration energy as you witness and divinely witness thyself. There will be another, just like there was a crescendo moment at the end of August with all the things that came together. We had Korea firing its missile. We have the United States basically saying yes to, not the United States, but the government of the United States kind of being whipsawed or playing into a lot of the things that they're being tempted with. We've got also this powerful, powerful energy of the planet herself. And this is why the Gossamer force field is so profoundly needed right now. Don't forget about that. Keep being there. Keep bringing yourself there. And we did a beautiful attunement to that on our radio show. Go back and listen to it. Be a part of that. Keep calling that energy forward. And I love this rain as we're talking about this. And so here's the key, my angels. As we get towards September 23rd, there will be a peak moment of restoration. And it's going to feel very wobbly yet stable, calm yet not. And so this is why we're offering you these 5 things. It's also why, starting Saturday, September 16th, Shri and I are, for the first time ever, starting a 3-series teleclass where we are offering the 12 cosmic cosmic light rays initiation. This is a ninth dimensional initiation process. And go to our website, learn about it. It does have a prerequisite. If you want to quickly take that and you're motivated, you can join us. If not, don't worry about it. Take the prereq and you'll get the class as soon as you're done. Okay. Hey there, you probably noticed we moved, and we did that because our little sprinkle became more of a shower, and we really wanted to protect the camera, and hey, it gives us a great opportunity to offer you the 5 powerful steps for September from our beautiful, this is one of our beautiful Shiva Lingas. And hey, if you're seeing Henry, he just walked in, those of you that helped us rescue Henry, he made it here, he's only been here 24 hours. So anyway, let's move forward and talk about those powerful 5 steps for not only navigating September, but the rest of the Ascension escalator.
You know, 5 is a sacred number. It is the number of Shiva. And 5 is the Metronian star. It's an opportunity to be the point of balance, the point of the intersection of divine into the human. And so here we are, we have 5 steps that we've been guided to share with you. And the first step, wow, fundamentally, foundationally powerful, it goes like this: be the presence.
Bring a hand to your heart and really take that in, because that's the first step. And remember, there are 5 steps, and they are like 5 steps of a star. And the first step is for you to be the presence. And that means that you don't have to pontificate. You don't have to run around and tell people about your ascended energy. Simply be it, know it, own it.
To be the presence means that you are trusting your own heart, your own divine inspiration, your own beingness enough to know that simply radiating truth is your only job. To preach, to pontificate, to try to change things is coming from a place of judgment. So to be the presence means I am.
Yeah, it does in every way. And to be the presence leads you to step number 2, which is this is the perfect moment, the perfect time to really harvest and use divine spiritual practice to assist you to maintain that presence. Now, this month in particular, remember, if you go to shriankira.com, just shriankira.com, right there at the very top of the homepage, you'll see Yoga of Self-Ascension. If you click on that, it's going to drop down a whole bunch of free, powerful spiritual practices. Each one, when you click on it, in full detail tells you how to use it. This month, there are 3 of them. Now, they're all, you should use them all the time, but this month in particular, there's 3 of them that if you use them in conjunction with each other, will really assist you to anchor that first step. And they are, of course, the mantra of self-ascension, the container practice, which helps you to continually clear energy, and number 3, the living Ankh practice. If you have not connected with that, it is a powerful practice that lifts your body constantly beyond the planetary thought body, not only into the 5th, it'll help you escalate rapidly beyond that.
The living Ankh is also the representation of the number 5. And you get to stand as a star.
Woo! And be the energy.
Feel that divine intersection of energy, and it's a very powerful practice.
You know, we always giggle, it's the best Snickers bar around 3 o'clock in the afternoon you could ever eat. Better than a cup of coffee, that's for sure. So that brings us to number 3.
Which is simply to embody the art of ascended living.
Exactly.
Now, the art of ascended living is the way in which you work with your consciousness to use spiritual practices, to tune into the divine, to listen to the truths that have come from inspired places.
And when you embody the art of ascended living, you become more of that number 1 presence. Now, how can you really embody the art of ascended living? We wrote this down because I want to read it to you exactly, but if you go to, again, shriankira.com, right there on the home page, right next to the Yoga of Self-Ascension, you'll see Art of Ascended Living. If you click on that, you will see Messages from the Masters. And in there are all of these, there's thousands of pages of material that have come through. Go to the Lost Books of the Essene, Message 1. Now, if you're on our newsletter list, and if you're not, you should be, but if you're on our newsletter list, the link to this message will directly be in the newsletter, so you don't have to go find it, but otherwise, this is how you can find it. But from Message 1, and you really want to read all of Message 1, here are the direct words out of the Lost Books of the Essene. Comfort those who are asleep. Be present for those who are drowsy. Be with those who are awake. And that is the energy of embodying the art of ascended living. And that simple little motto right there, comfort those who are asleep, be present for those who are drowsy, be with those who are awake, will ignite your ascended presence as step number 3. And this is a very powerful month to be able to give yourself that gift.
Step number 4, call forward passionate action. Passionate action is truly the antidote to the fear and the distortion that's going on in the outer world, which will amplify actually within the month of September. Passionate action is anchored in your ascended heart, your ascended presence. Passionate action is the way in which you can authentically live here with a body and interact with the world in a way that is not motivated by anger or fear.
Now take that in, because where there is anger, there is judgment. Where there is judgment, there is fear. And where there is fear is where you breed hate. And I think that if you look at all of the things that are happening globally, we can see how the anger energy, which is sadly the seed of third dimensional activism. So in the third dimension, there is activism. In the fifth dimension, there is passionate action. And so it challenges you to hold your mastery presence and respond without anger.
Yes.
And, you know, we're going to be talking a lot about each one of these. Please, please, please make a note. Tune in to Shri and Kira Live every Sunday in September, noon Pacific time. Just go to shriandkiraradio.com. Join us. Be there. Remember, we take your calls live. We offer many soul readings. And also remember, guys, the first Sunday of every month, and if you're catching this video the first week in September, coming right up, we are going to be on Twin Flame Divine Fire Radio as well, offering more about these revelations along with our own show on September 3rd. So you want to stay in passionate action. And do you see how these 5 steps are really all parts, as Shri mentioned, they're all parts of a star. Each one is part of the star. Without all 5 steps, the star cannot be ignited, and you are that star. And the star is the lifting energy that will free you from the third dimensional experience.
And that brings us to step 5.
There we are.
As step 5 is so useful.
Yeah.
Remember that you are the master.
Take that in, guys, because to really know that, to own that, isn't that the ultimate restoration of this month? To restore your mastery presence, to really be in that mastery presence. And we have all these milestones along the month. We have the September 1 restoration of Mercury going direct into that full moon of the 6th. We have September 19th, where we're going to be free of the shadow of Mercury, going into the new moon of the 20th. Building, building, building. The period of the 19th through the 24th of September is going to be the moment where all 5 of these steps not only will see you through, will ignite the absolute divine restoration of your presence to help others do the same. Now, how to do that is another thing we want to offer you.
Well, got to take a look at my printout here, because each and every month this year we have been offering you tips and focal points for the energies of those months.
So it's the moment to restore all of that. So you're going to want to, and we're going to quickly offer you every month. Remember, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. So bring a hand to your heart, and if you did not watch our video for any of these months, well, just at Official Shri and Kira, go back and connect with any of these videos. But we want to offer you the synopsis, and as we do, we want you to feel this as like a wave of energy.
And so each month has been supporting and nourishing your capacity to remember that you are a master.
Building, building, building.
So January, the focus was free your mind.
And that was for the whole year. The overarching energy of this whole year is going to be to free your mind. And we're going to talk about 2018 in just a moment.
February, focus.
Remember, it was stay right there. Stay right there in February. Let everything else go.
March, neutrality.
The power and presence of that.
April, engage, reset, the 4x4 begins.
Remember, this was that powerful period, and you want to go look at all these videos again.
May, oneness energy.
Yes,
Oneness.
Claiming oneness through all of it.
June, apex, the apex moment.
Remember, that was right there, the 6th month of the year. It was a powerful apex experience.
July, the journey. and the culmination of the 4x4 energy, which brought us to August. Adventure.
And it wasn't an adventure. And if you're saying, oh my goodness, yes, go back and watch the August video, which brings us here to September, and it's restoration. Now, this month, again, is setting the pace for a lot more. Everything's building, building, building. And this is why we want you to mark your calendars, if it's at all possible, and we're going to try and do a live broadcast New Year's Eve, December 31, right here at Tosa Blue Mountain Sanctuary. Yep. We are going to be hosting a very powerful 2018 Gossamer Force Field Ignition into the 9th dimension. We invite you to come join us and then stay for our January 1st through 4th Ascended Avesa process. This process will, you will get certified if you want to as an Avesa Ascension practitioner. You are welcome to join us. We'll have all the details at the website soon, so mark your calendars to join us, because one of the things about 2018 that we really wanted to talk about, and we'll be talking more about every month, this month we're just kind of teasing you with it, 2018 is going to be the year of claiming stable cosmic integration. There's going to be a lot of things revealed in 2018, a lot coming forward. We'll be publishing our full predictions, if you want to call them, or revelations for 2018 will be not only in the Sedona Journal, but be online at our website as well. So celebrating and coming together with conscious community this New Year's Eve is more important than ever. And we're doing it here in the heart of the planet, right here at the equator, in the middle of the Andes Mountains. If you feel called to be here, make sure you join us. And so, beloved ones, this is the moment of restoration, and allow the breath of restoration. And I encourage you again, go to Google, go look up the definition of restoration and look at all of it, because all of it will be available.
And so, beloveds, if you choose to restore what is authentic and true, then cultivate trust in yourself.
Because we're beginning to lift beyond the 5th dimension, and this is why we're restoring the Avesa Ascension protocols with the beginning of the new year. It's time. It's time to live through. Time to learn how to navigate 5, 7, 9 and beyond safely, with presence, and with divine integrity.
Taking a deep breath. Let a smile come to your face. We love you.
We love you.
Namaste.